Hello. Noni into existence. Welcome. Dude, I guess I'll get into it in a bit, but hello everybody. I'm Calico Pascal and I'm streaming to you live from the Float Harbor Aquarium. I'm sorry I had to postpone this stream to this week. I wasn't feeling too good, so I took a little break. And I'm feeling much better. But I still have quite a bit on my plate, but I couldn't miss. I wasn't planning on missing another week for sure. So yeah, stream today, normal time. I think next week also. Yeah, ironically, next week our normal Thursday stream is gonna land right on Halloween. So I'm still trying to figure out like what I want to do exactly, but I've been running through a couple ideas in my head. Yeah, I heard this visual novel is pretty short, so, you know, if we have some time at the end, we'll do some just chatting. But today, we are playing Which You Want, which is a game made for a internal game dev jam for Studio Alon, who is prominently known for a lot of their Yuri games. Highly recommend. There's some good stuff coming out. But without further ado, let's get started here. But yeah, basically, oh, wow, look at this. Every spring, the village I live in holds a huge festival. It's a really big deal. Almost everyone participates. There are a ton of stalls and activities, and people come from all over just to attend. Look, we're already starting with some very cute art here. But yeah, like, I got home maybe about 30 minutes ago. I had plans for today, and then everything got derailed because I slept through my alarm entirely. I think I was just really exhausted. And that was also, like, I slept through the alarm, and I also slept through a phone call from a staff member who was trying to wake me up. So, yeah, I couldn't not proceed with my plans still for the day, so I ended up still going out. I had some errands to run, specifically shopping stuff, because, very exciting, a member of the Calico Pascal family, a cousin of mine, is getting married soon, and so I needed to go look for an outfit. I still need shoes. I couldn't find good shoes to go with the dress I found. I did find a bag, but it was a lot of... I'm very indecisive, so when I go shopping, I spend a very long time trying to decide what I want, and that was explicitly why I tried to wake up early so I could have all day to just like take my time and choose, and of course that didn't end up happening, so I was kind of in a rush, but I'm pretty still happy with what I found, but I am not done yet. I still gotta find those shoes. Congrats to them. Yeah, I'll let them know. It's very exciting because out of, let's see, so my cousins and I, we all kind of grew up in pretty close range, age range to each other, and so out of the group of us, this is the first one to get married, so we're all very excited. And it's I didn't think about it too much at first, but the more that I do, I'm like, oh, this is actually a big deal because, yeah, not only is it the first of us cousins to get married, I also think it's been quite some time since any of us have attended like a family wedding in a very long time. You know, I don't know about my other relatives. I'm sure they've gone to weddings or other big events for their friends and maybe their other family members, but at least for me, I definitely have not. So what am I doing to prepare for all of this? Well, I am job hunting. Some celebration this is, but I need the money. Every afternoon I go to the town center to see if there are any jobs on the bulletin board. Even odd jobs are better than nothing, but I haven't had luck finding any of those either. Just like real life. This is my job searching simulator. A couple days ago, I even had someone snatch a job posting off the board while I was reading it. Rude. I hope they get fired. I wasn't expecting today to be much different, but I spot a new flyer on the board. Urgent help needed! Looking for assistant to help make potions for festival preparations. Previous experience useful, but not required. Ooh, perfect. I have no experience whatsoever. Sign your name at the bottom of the flyer for more information. I do have a little bit of potion making experience. This might just be right up my alley. Oh, okay, we can just write in. Calico Pascal, that's me. Wait, who did I just sign up to work for? Before I can read the shop name, I feel a strange sensation, and the next time I blink, I'm no longer in the town square. Oh, whoa. It's almost like magic, perhaps? In the distance, I can hear a delighted gasp, followed by footsteps running towards me. This sure looks like a witch's shop, alright. And not just any witch's shop. I'll look at all the cute little flowers and plants outside. Welcome to Mirabelle's Miraculous Mixtures! But I'm sure you already knew that, right? No, actually. Honesty is the best policy, right? Well, I didn't get a chance to see the name of the shop, but I'm really happy to be able to get a job here. Well, I'm happy to get a job anywhere. Close enough. For a moment, it seems like the smile on her face doesn't quite reach her eyes, but it's over quickly, and she's back to seeming bubbly. I love her outfit. Look at, like, all these colors. They're so cute. So you can start today, right? Yes. It's a bit short notice, but I'm not going to look a gift witch in the mouth. Even if that witch owns the worst potion shop in town. Uh-oh. She's got a reputation already? Do you have any experience brewing potions? A bit. Great! Then you shouldn't have any trouble. These are all very simple potions, I assure you. The only issue we're having is quantity. There's so much to make and only one little me. But that's about to change, Calico Pascal. Come on, let me show you where you'll be working. She is gorgeous, I agree. She's so cute. Oh, and this shop is so cozy. Look, there's even pastries and stuff. She grabs my hand and leads me away from the front of the shop towards the back rooms. Normally I'd be ecstatic over getting to hold hands with the pretty girl. But, well, maybe it's best not to dwell on that for now. Your brewing station doesn't have as many ingredients stocked as my personal station, but I promise it'll be enough for you to make plenty of potions. I'll be handling the more complex orders, so the simpler stuff will be your responsibility. Mirabelle takes me to a small enclave downstairs with a cauldron surrounded by tables and shelves of different types of herbs, flowers, and other materials. On the wall above the cauldron is a small mirror. That teleportation spell sure scuffed you up a bit, didn't it? You can take a moment to gather yourself here if you'd like. Whoa. Wow! Is this me? Oh my gosh, we're making me. Alright, let's see. Probably somewhere in, like, this range? Oh, that's too light. And this is a little too dark. Yeah, I think this is probably the closest range we're gonna get. I like this. My hair... Oh, wait. Oh, these are eyes. Just kidding. My eyes are... like... they're technically brown. Like a reddish brown. Maybe we do like... But we just say they're like a gold. Like this. Like a orangey. Somewhere in between. Right? Okay, front hair. Ooh! Oh, how cute! Let me see. Oh, I like this split. That's pretty cool. Fluffy. Not too many choices. I do like this fluffy look. Can we change the... Ooh, whoa, whoa. Okay, my hair is kind of like a off blondie, sandy color. This would be... It's probably like the closest we're gonna get to it. Let's do this braid. I think this is cute. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, there's a like a fluffy back, but then I think it goes with like this one. Oh, that's so cute. I do like the wild hair. Let's go with the fluffy look. Not too many outfit choices here either. I'll do the... Ooh, accessories? Those glasses are cute. We haven't even gotten to the potions yet, Keiko. A hat. Ooh, ears. Oh, look at this hat. That's so cute. I'm surprised you can't change the color. Oh, there's only like some things you can change. The outfit didn't even really change too much. It's just this, but without the... Yeah, let's see. Yeah, not too many choices. Oh my gosh, this hat. I guess... Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, another one. Oh, it's so cute. I can't decide. I like... Oh, the cat one's so cute. I love this cat hat. The kitty! You made it just in time! It's nice and cozy, isn't it? I guess. I'm glad we agree. We're going to get along super well. I can just feel it. Can't you? Of course you can. I should know better than to ask questions. I already know the answer to. Silly me. Her energy is something else. Those one-star whelp reviews couldn't have prepared me for this. This game is super short. Yeah, you did warn me last time, but that's okay. We'll just do a just chatting afterwards. Since this is your first day, I made sure to start you off with a really simple potion so you can get in the groove. I have a customer who's in urgent need of a strength potion. She's really strong on her own, of course, but there's a lot of stuff that needs moving. So it'd help her out if she had a potion that made her even stronger. All you need to do is put the ingredients in the cauldron, stir the mixture, and voila! You have a brand new potion ready for drinking. I don't really remember any strength recipes, though. Oh, don't worry about that. It's really simple. All you need is some cat's eye, some peach seeds, and... Mirabelle and I stare at each other. The smile on her face doesn't even crack once. Well, it would be too easy if I just gave you the whole recipe, wouldn't it? Think of it like a puzzle. Those 2 ingredients plus something soft. If you can figure it out on your own, that proves you're able to think on your feet and make the quality potions our shop is known for. I'm here for a Cinderella spell. Welcome, M. Young. Well, I've got plenty of orders to take care of myself, so I should go. Ta-ta! She flitters away before I can say anything in response. What have I gotten myself into? Cat's eye gems, peach seeds, and something soft. Let's see what's here. Oh boy. Can we make the right potions? Okay, check potion. Dandelion, lavender, bluebird feather, cat eye gems, rose petals, mint, peach seeds, beeswax, and the grimoire. Muriel said the potion needed cat's eye, some peach seeds, and something soft. Beeswax. Oh, okay, so this kind of just talks about each ingredient. Detective Kitty has already scoped out this game for you for your maximum playing pleasure. I won't spoil you. Okay, thank you. But if you're stuck, I can give a guess to the potion. I may remember. Yeah, we're trying to make a potion for our client who wants extra strength because they're moving. Okay, well, let's start with the simple stuff. Cat's eye, peach seed, and something soft. Well, there's a couple of things that are soft here. Beeswax, as if bees weren't already useful. When combined with the reagent, or maybe they meant a reactant, or beeswax can be dissolved to use as a potion base with nearly unlimited uses. It usually provides mild effects and isn't very reactive. Some witches use so much beeswax in their potions that they raise their own beehives just to cultivate it. You don't want to make a bee witch keeper mad. A bluebird feather. Bluebirds are a common sight in this area, so it's no surprise that there's quite a stock of their feathers. Feathers have different effects based on the type of bird they come from. Bluebird feathers in particular are especially useful in enhancing this user's attributes. Be careful not to confuse these with blue feathers from other species of bird. Many a shop has been ruined by unfortunate feather mix-ups. Oh, so then it must be the bluebird feather, because the person is already strong, they just need to be stronger. Okay, well... Let's see, the other thing I was thinking of was a dandelion. But it's a dandelion flower, not like the puffy dandelion. One would think that dandelions would be more common as a potion ingredient with how common they are. In fact, however, there are very few potion recipes that explicitly include them. Like wishes, dandelions may not always help you reach your goal, but when they do, they have a big effect. Okay, I feel like the safest bet is a feather. So let's try that. Okay, check potion. You currently have cat's eye, gems, peach seeds, feathers, and your cauldron. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, dandelions picked before they're ready to spread the seeds. Yeah, but if I was gonna use something soft, in quotations, I'd want the fluffy dandelion, not the flower. Alright, so after I put all the ingredients in the cauldron and stir them, the mixture begins to bubble satisfyingly. It's been a while since I've done this. It's actually pretty relaxing. As long as I ignore the circumstances that brought me here. Before too long, the brew is finished, and I pour it into an empty bottle. The consistency is silky smooth. You'd have no idea this was my first potion in a long time. Yoo-hoo! The customer's here! One strength potion to go! Mirabelle seems to be in a hurry when she enters, but after she takes the potion out of my hands, she takes a moment to look at it. The MC is really grumpy in this game. Well, who can blame them? They were just looking for a job. Wow, now that is a beautiful potion. Especially since you said you only have a little bit of experience. Whoa, getting a little close, ma'am. She leans in towards me, her tone of voice conspiratorial. Why, I'd almost think you just stole this from my shop. What? Of course not. I'm just kidding. Let's get this to the customer. Yeah. Mirabelle runs off again in a hurry to get back. For a moment, I think about following her, but instead I take the opportunity for a break, even if it's just for a few minutes. She might be the one running around, but I feel like I'm the one who needs to stop and take a breath. A few minutes later, I can hear footsteps approaching. She probably has another task for me. But when I turn to face her, instead of giving me another order, she pulls me into a hug. A hug? A hug? It was perfect! Congratulations on your first successful order. Thank you? She lets go of me but keeps a hand on my shoulder. This partnership is going very well so far, if I say so myself. Now, on to the next order. For the next few hours, Mirabelle sets me up with some very simple orders, which all go as well as the first one, though without as much hugging. Oh, that's too bad. I kinda like the hugs. In between, she gives me a tour of the shop. If I didn't know any better, I'd think it was actually a really nice place. But just because the decor is pretty and everything's organized doesn't mean the stock is good. Eventually, the sun begins to set and Mirabelle closes the shop. She waves me off as I leave. I guess she lives on the second floor. To be honest, yesterday still kind of feels like it was an elaborate fever dream. Yeah, it went by a little too smooth, don't you think? Ain't she a beaut? Maybe you should also play Berry Witched. But not if you want to keep things lighthearted. Ooh, is that another VN? I'll take a look on my phone in a second here. One moment I was just job hunting at the bulletin board like usual, and the next I'd signed off my soul to the worst potion shop in town for a week? Okay, so that's a bit overdramatic. It actually went pretty well, all things considered. I earned my keep and nobody got poisoned. On the one hand, by this time next week, I'll be completely free from this job. We're already gonna leave the job in a week? Why did we need such a short-term job? On the other, Mirabelle is so exhausting to be around that even just a week, actually, not even a week now, feels like it'll be an almost insurmountable slog. Yeah, MC Pascal, what gives? I opened the door to the shop, the bright tinkle of the bell mixing with the birdsong in the air. It's me, Mirabelle. Oh, it's me, Mirabelle. I'm not Mirabelle. Haha. Calico Pascal, it's so good to see you. It seems like time hasn't blunted her enthusiasm for me. Or the work I'm doing, any. Ready for another great day of work? Wink. Yeah, sure. I made sure to study up on some basics last night, just in case, you know? Now that's the kind of forward-thinking preparation any shopkeep values in an assistant. So I take it you're ready for today's first order? I sure am. What do we have today? Well, good news is that the strength potion you brewed yesterday worked perfectly. Wait, I thought... Oh, maybe... Okay, so maybe we're only here for a week to help with the preparation? But it's only been a day. Good news? Then what's the bad news? That same customer came to the shop in a panic while I was getting ready for bed. Things were pretty hectic in the preparations for the festival, and apparently she dropped some really heavy boxes. Ouch. On someone else's foot. Oh no. Ouch. That's what I said. She, the woman whose foot had the boxes dropped on her, went to a healer, but, well, you know what they're like sometimes over there. The customer feels really bad about what happened and she wants to give her a potion to relieve pain. A pain relief potion. There's a few recipes for those, but one that you have ingredients for contains lavender, beeswax, and something cool. Something cool. Yes! Is she messing with me or did she really just forget an ingredient again? You're a smart cookie, Calico Pascal. I'm confident you'll do just as well today as you did yesterday. I like to think she uses my full name to be formal. No pressure there. Now, if you don't mind, I have some other orders to take care of. I'll be back to check on you in a bit. Toodles. Mirabelle gives a quick wave as she leaves me on my own again. Lavender, beeswax, something cool. Alright, lavender, beeswax, and then something cool would probably be this mint. But let's take a look here and see. Let's see, beeswax we read last time. Used as a potion base with nearly unlimited uses. Mild effects and isn't very reactive. And then lavender we've never used yet. I also didn't read it. So famed for its scent and calming properties, lavender is also often used as a stabilizer in potions. Ingredients which may otherwise be incompatible or explosive can often be safely combined if you place a pinch of lavender in with them. Just make sure you don't get your lavender potions mixed up with your nightly lavender tea. Lavender tea sounds really good. Assistant Bailey is trying to eat chocolate. Yow. Yeah, no chocolate for puppos or kitties. Not good for them. No bueno. So mint. Brr. Mint's coolness carries over to its use in potions. It's used to help relieve a variety of ailments, numbing pain, lowering fevers, or even cooling tempers. Its versatility almost makes up for how easily the plants spread where you don't want them. Unfortunately, mint potions taste far, far worse than mint desserts. Oh, that's unfortunate. I do like mint in my desserts. Well, that seems like mint is the correct option here. You currently have lavender, beeswax, and mint in your cauldron. Let's create that potion. Let's see. I put all the ingredients in and start stirring. I don't want to jinx it early, but it seems like the potion's going just as well as the previous one. Maybe I have a talent for this? Like before, when the brew is done, I bottle it up. And also like before, Mirabelle is here to take it from me before I can do anything else. Another excellent brew. Why, if I don't watch out, you might steal my job from right under me. Is that supposed to be a compliment? For my own well-being, I'm going to assume that it is. Thank you. I'm sure Sarah will find this very useful. Sarah? Oh, she's a customer. I guess the potion isn't for her, but knowing that other woman isn't in pain should take a weight off her shoulders, especially since she doesn't have the strength potion anymore. I'll take this to her right away. Just stay here, I'll have some more recipes for you in a moment. With her signature smile on her face, Mirabelle pats me on the head before she leaves. You know what? This is going a little too smoothly, almost. I'm just waiting for disaster to strike. The next few hours are a cycle between receiving orders, filling them, and being subject to Mirabelle's alternating affection and backhanded praise. You know, being hired on the spot. I have had experience with being in a similar position, and that job also did not last very long. Keep an eye on those two lady customers. Okay. By the time the shop closes, all I want is to go to bed. 2 days down, 5 to go. Okay, I see. So we're going through a whole week. If I survive them. At the beginning of my 3rd day working for Mirabelle, I make a promise to myself. I won't let this job consume me, even if I'm good at it. I haven't known Mirabelle personally for very long, but she has to know that her shop's reputation is terrible. Oh no. Are we gonna be the one to break it to her? And if I can help relieve that, well, maybe it's a bit flattering, but it could also lead to this job being way more than I signed up for. I'll see how things shake out in the next few days. But I'm confident that things will turn out well. When I enter the shop, I don't even get the chance to say anything before Mirabelle makes her presence known. Calico Pascal, just the woman I wanted to see. I have great news. What is it? That potion we gave Sarah yesterday worked like a charm. She even told me Lillian, that's the woman she dropped the boxes on, was shocked by how well it worked. Oh, well, that's good. I think there's an implied, considering where it was bought, in that sentence she's forgetting. In fact, she was so impressed that she just came over to buy another potion herself. Really? Yep, you just missed her, actually. We don't have any knitting potions. What in the world is a knitting potion? So I had to ask her to come back later. That's where you come in. A knitting potion? That's what she's using it for anyway. She needs a potion to enhance her concentration and dexterity to make up for the progress she lost on her stall stock. I see. Got it. It's pretty simple. Maybe a bit too simple for how well you've been doing, frankly. But I won't have time to do it myself, so just put in some beeswax, some lavender, and something red. Something red? Oh, I think I hear the bell. I'll check on you later, Calico Pascal. Of course she will. I'm just going to have to figure out ingredients the whole time I'm here, aren't I? So I guess then the order of the ingredients also matter? Well, just standing here won't get the potion made any faster. What's something red that goes with beeswax and lavender? Beeswax, lavender, rose petals? What do rose petals do? How romantic. Roses aren't just a pretty flower to give your lover, though. Their petals are a common ingredient in anything that affects passionate emotions. And they're effective at it, too, so make sure not to put in too many. Legend has it that a witch once used rose petals to make a hate potion. Nobody's ever figured out the recipe they used, though. Maybe that's a good thing. Ordered you don't think matters too much? I see. They should, though. Putting in some rose petal. Okay. Beeswax, lavender, rose petals. Great. I'm just a magic genius. A prodigy, if you will. Another potion well made, if I say so myself. I never thought I'd ever make a potion for knitting, but there's first time for everything, I suppose. Whoa. Hello. Ooh, this one looks really pretty. Mirabelle? I'm jolted out of my thoughts by Mirabelle's sudden intrusion, which surprised me so much that I nearly dropped the bottle onto the ground. Luckily, she seems to have the reflexes of a cat, catching it as soon as my fingers lose their grip on the glass. Oops, you should be a little bit more careful, Calico Pascal. It's a good thing I was here to help you out, though. I wouldn't have almost dropped it if you hadn't snuck up on me. But it's alright. Just let me get this back out to Lillian, and then we can move on to the rest of the day's work. She leaves the back room, and I try my hardest not to think about her fingers brushing against mine, or how empty the room feels without her presence. Ooh, she's quickly growing on us, it seems. I think the weirdness of the situation might be rubbing off on me. Is something wrong with the rigging of my hat? No. Oh, you're probably talking about this, like, there's like a tiny gap here with the band. Yeah, that's just something I never rigged properly or figured out how to rig. Yeah, that's not unusual. And same with the brim. You might be able to see a little bit, but when I turn, there's like a corner piece that kind of like fills in. That was my solution for it anyway, but I think if I were to go back and fix some stuff on my model, the rigging on the hat would be one of those things. I'm just being silly. About what? Again? Somehow today has turned into Mirabelle accidentally, at least I hope it's accidental, scaring the living daylights out of me. She's peeking in. You guys are covering her up. There, she's right there. While I'm making potions, while I'm on my lunch break, while I'm waiting for more orders, it'd be really funny if it weren't happening to me. But it is happening to me, so instead it's driving me up the walls. Ooh, she's living rent-free in our heads, driving us a little crazy. After the shop closes and I head home, I keep half expecting her to sneak up on me again. Oh, I want her to sneak up on me. Oh no. I don't know what it is, but something about today feels off. Maybe it's just because I had a bit of trouble sleeping last night. Mirabelle wasn't there. But I can't help but get the feeling that something's going to happen. I hope I'm wrong. I'm too tired to deal with the real crisis today. But my hopes are dashed as soon as I enter the shop. Hello, Calico Pascal. It's good to see you today. Well, I am your assistant for this week. Mirabelle is more nervous than I've ever seen her. I can tell she's trying to play it off and cover her nerves with cheerfulness, but she's really bad at hiding it. Uh-oh, I wonder if we did the potion wrong? Is everything alright? Of course everything's alright. Everything's pushing up daisies for the shop. Why wouldn't I be alright? That's a really long-winded way of saying no. Okay. This isn't really any of my business, is it? Oh, isn't it? I'm not even a long-term employee. Both of our jobs right now are to face today with a smile. Mirabelle pokes at the sides of my mouth. Alright? Alright. Smile. I relax into a genuine smile despite myself. Now, Sarah came back over to the shop today. I'm not used to having regulars. I mean, having regulars is a completely normal part of owning a shop, so of course I wasn't blindsided by it or anything. That would be silly of me. Anyway, what she needs today is a boost of energy. She has more stuff to move around for the festival, but she's been fretting over Lillian so much that she hasn't gotten a wink of sleep. Oh no, that's not good. This isn't a job for a mere cup of coffee. It needs monstrous energy. That's where you come in. The recipe needs peach seeds. It's really easy. Just peach seeds? Of course not. Have you ever heard of a potion with only one ingredient? So then what else do I put in? Oh, something blue and something shiny. Her memory is getting even worse. Oh no. Without saying anything, Mirabelle turns and walks away. Not even an acknowledgement. Somehow she's way more scatterbrained today than usual. It's kind of disconcerting. I guess that worrying won't make the potion create itself, though. That's my job. Peach seeds, something blue, and something shiny. What could that be? Okay, peach seeds. Something blue, bluebird feather, and something shiny. More gems. I don't think anything else kind of fits those descriptions. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I read what the cat's eye gems did last time. Gemstones might seem a strange thing to put in potions, but it turns out that cat's eye gems act as a potent intensifier. Just make sure to include a reagent to help dissolve the gem and you can turn a small effect into a dazzling display. And don't worry, cat's eye refers to the shape of the markings on the gem. No cats are harmed, hurt, or placed in boxes in the making of any potions. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm a smart cookie. Alright, let's see. Peach seeds, feathers, which is blue. Cat's eye gems, which are shiny. Okay, let's try it out. I'm putting my bets on it. Like usual, I put in the ingredients and start to stir. It's becoming kind of a ritual. Soothing in a sense. Yeah, I am hoping for her to come sneak up on me again. As I wait for Mirabelle to come back for the potion, I reflect back on the beginning of the day. Something really seems to have rattled her. But what? I assume that someone who's been in business this long with a shop nearly everyone hates would be pretty thick-skinned. A brain buffering Calico sticker, oh. Yeah, that's a good idea. When I eventually get to the point of having emotes on the channel, I will keep that in mind. Sticking that in the back of my brain for that one. Brain buffering emote. Maybe I was wrong about that, but whatever is going on, I don't think she's going to tell me about it today. No, tell me about your worries, Mirabelle. I hope she'll be alright. Wow, we're actually showing some concern here. Oh, she's fidgeting. Calico Pascal? Rather than sneaking up on me, Mirabelle approaches me calmly. Is the potion ready? Yes, I just finished bottling it up, actually. Wonderful. Let me get this to Sarah, and then I'll come back with the next order for you. Here she goes. The rest of the day proceeds with much less fanfare than I'm used to. Mirabelle is much calmer than I've ever seen her. She's almost acting like a legitimate boss. It's so weird. And it's weird that I think that's weird. What has this place done to me? Oh no, it's not the usual craziness. By the time I clock out and go home, I'm almost dreading the thought of coming to work tomorrow if she's just going to be like that again. She's not being herself, there's something wrong. Almost dreading. The part of me that still cares about my paycheck is ecstatic. The realistic side of me says, make that bank. The past few days have been such a whirlwind that I feel like I should be prepared for anything when I walk up to Mirabelle's shop. But nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Uh-oh. What's wrong? Oh. Which was absolutely nothing. Mirabelle, are you in there? I try knocking on the locked door. We can't even get in? I can't hear anything inside. What's going on? She's done plenty of stuff, but she's never been late. Is she ignoring me? Why? I hope she's not ignoring me. My first assumption is that she's not even here. Did she leave? When is she coming back? Is she coming back? Thinking about that makes something ache in my chest. Oh, we miss her! Maybe I'm reading too much into this. For as long as it's felt, I've only known her for less than a week. Yeah, it's been like, what, 4, 5 days? I decide to wait for her, leaning back against the wall of the shop and closing my eyes. You know, we're posing, looking cool. We're chill. We're chill. You know, nothing's wrong. We're not worried at all. After a few minutes, I think it's hard to keep track. I finally hear a familiar voice. Calico Pascal, I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting. What happened? It's not like you to be late for work. I know, I'm sorry. I had a little bit of official business to take care of. Witchy business, I see. Just some stuff related to the festival. Nothing you need to worry about. You know what those seller fees can be like. Haha. The festival? It's in 2 days. Shouldn't have fees have been handled weeks ago? Well, under normal circumstances perhaps, but we have a special arrangement. So you have more leeway on the deadline? Yes, that's exactly what that is. That's pretty convenient. Very. Now come on, let's get to work. You know, I hope you're not keeping secrets from me, Mirabelle. It's not gonna fare very well at the festival, I think. What do I need to make today? Oh, I got a lovely visit from Lillian today. She's having the exact opposite problem Sarah was, I'm afraid. She's been having such a hard time sleeping lately and needs something that'll, at a bare minimum, give her a really good nap. Ooh. Some melatonin, perhaps? Make sure to put in mint and 2 things that smell good. Now, just a moment, I have some stuff I need to tidy up. She's definitely doing this on purpose now. Mint and 2 things that smell good. Well, okay, mint. Lavender definitely smells good. Do dandelions even have a smell? I feel like they typically don't. Rose petals have scent. I think dandelions, they kind of have a smell, but they're not really known for their smell. So I think a rose petal is probably the better bet. Alright, so mint, lavender, rose petals. Let's go. In what's quickly becoming a habit, I stick the ingredients inside the cauldron and wait for the mixture to start quietly bubbling. As I slowly stir the potion, I think about this morning. It was so strange for Mirabelle to not be here waiting for me. And I'm not sure I quite believe her story about having an arrangement with the festival. Sure, I believe she has a booth, but what kind of arrangement could she have that would mean she gets to pay the fees later than everyone else? Is a festival treasurer her brother or something? Is that how her shop has survived so long with such bad reviews? Not the not Yelp, sorry. Excuse me, the Whelp reviews. Dandelions smell like allergies? Yo, no, you can't smell anything. Yoo-hoo, Calico Pascal! You'll burn the potion if you're not careful. Yeah, sorry, I just spaced out there a bit. Don't worry, I know it would have been fine. You've been so consistent, it's amazing. Come on, get this bottled up so I can give it to Lillian. Poor dear's at the counter looking like she's at death's door. Oh no, she really needs to sleep. Alright, just a second. As soon as I finish bottling it, Mirabelle takes the potion out of my hands and scurries away. Despite everything, it feels like we have a pretty decent rhythm going. The rest of the day goes smoothly, not without its problems, but nothing that seemed insurmountable. But the little things that have been building up don't leave my mind. What's the arrangement? Why was Mirabelle so nervous earlier? Since I'm only a temporary employee and my tenure ends in all of 2 days, I'll probably never find out. I don't want it to end in 2 days though, no! But that just makes it even harder to ignore the mystery in front of me, even once I'm off the clock. It's just running through our minds. I can't believe the festival is tomorrow. This definitely isn't how I planned on spending it. We've been making a lot of potions. The shop might actually make a profit. And we even have regular customers now. Wait, why am I thinking of Mirabelle's shop in terms of us? I won't even be working here 2 days from now. Because it is about us. We want it to be about us. It's our shop. When I arrive, Mirabelle is waiting for me outside with a sad, solemn smile on her face. Hi, Calico Pascal. There's something we need to talk about. Uh-oh. I swallowed the lump that formed in my throat listening to her voice. What could be going on that could cause her to act like this? I know it can't be my performance. She's not the kind of boss to fire someone who's doing a good job. Come on inside. It'll be easier to talk there than out here. Is something wrong? Not exactly. Well, no, that's not right. Obviously there's something wrong. I've owned this shop for a few years now. It's not like I don't know what everyone says about me. Oh no, she does know. When I open up the Whelp book and see all those angry reviews, it hurts. Oh. Honestly, I always thought she was just that oblivious, or that none of the negativity bothered her. And I know that I've been in over my head, that I was never ready to own a shop of my own. Those negative reviews, almost all of them are telling the complete truth. But I thought if I worked hard enough and kept a smile on my face, I could turn things around. It never worked, but I kept trying. Owning my own shop was my dream for so long, I just couldn't give it up. You know that arrangement I mentioned for the festival? Yes, you told me about it, but, no offense, it didn't really make sense. You know, she was extremely vague, after all. Yes, I left out a lot of information. I applied for a stall this year, just like all the other years since I opened the shop, but they rejected me. No! Rejected you? Wow. You don't need to be mad at them on my behalf. They were right, but I just couldn't admit it to myself. So I begged them to reconsider. Eventually they relented, but under the condition that I pay an extra insurance fee. That fee is very large. They were at least nice enough to let me pay it in installments, but if we don't sell every potion we bring to the festival, I'll have to close the shop permanently. I'm almost completely broke now. I'm sorry for not telling you this earlier. I didn't want to put all of that on your shoulders when you were only going to be here for a week. So why are you telling me this now? Yeah, I'm literally my little time here ends tomorrow. Because for the first time in a long while, I feel like there's hope. When I put out that job posting, I didn't expect to get someone who was actually really good at making potions. And I definitely didn't expect the person who responded to be such a pretty girl either. Hello? Huh? Huh? I swore I would be honest about everything today, no exceptions. Anyway, if a miracle happens and we sell enough to keep the shop open, I want you working here. You don't have to make a decision right now, but will you promise to think about it, at least? Yeah, I promise. Somehow, this just feels right. Not just because I want a job either. I think we really can turn the shop around. It'll take a lot of hard work from both of us, but if we work together, we can do it. Now, before you get too distracted, guess who came up to the counter just before I left to wait for you? Was it one of the regulars? Both of them! They only needed one potion, though. And let me guess, I have to brew that potion. You really are a quick learner. This one is a bit unusual. It's not a potion made for drinking. It's one you water a plant with to change its properties. But the method of making it is exactly the same, so just think of it like normal, okay? For a flower sparkleizer, you need peach seeds plus 2 more flower ingredients. But not lavender, and nothing yellow. Okay, so peach seeds, and it's not dandelions or lavender. Huh? You'll figure it out. I think I just heard the bell. Finally, Mirabelle leaves me to my own devices. I really do need to think about it before committing to this job long term. I should at least ask her to get better about sharing actual recipes with me. So, plant ingredients for the plant potion. One of the ingredients is peach seeds. Neither is lavender, and none of them are yellow. What does that leave me with? Save? Okay, let's save. What? Okay. Turn? Alright. So, peach seeds. And then, not lavender, nothing yellow. But they have to be flowers? Or just plants? I mean... Oh, whoa, what happened? Ah, okay. I didn't realize scrolling on the mouse would go back. Scared me. Okay, so we don't have anything yet. Peach seeds. And then no lavender, nothing yellow, so no beeswax, no dandelion. Rose petals. Well, the only other plant we've got is mint. So mint. Her hat is wearing a hat because it's cute. It's our little. That's our little familiar. Our hat familiar. They deserve a hat too. So let's see, mint. Okay, well. I mean, it's not gonna be used. They're not drinking it, they're putting it on a plant. So it has to be a flower. But we don't have any other flowers. Can I just put double? Can I put double rose petals? Oh no, I can't. We need one more. Is a mint considered flower? I feel like it's not. Two other flower ingredients that aren't lavender and aren't yellow. We have nothing else to work with. And I can't put more rose petals. That is difficult. We're in a little bit of a pickle here. Let's see. Lavender is a stabilizer. We don't want it to explode. Dandelion. They have a big effect. Yeah, I feel like dandelions wouldn't be so bad if they weren't yellow. But we only have mint to work with as like another plant. Fortunately, there's nothing else we can do. It's peach seeds, rose petals, and mint. Let's give it a shot. Yet another perfect potion coming up, or so we think, we hope. Fingers crossed that it's perfect. Maybe it's a bit arrogant to put it like that, but I have been doing a good job. Mirabelle said so herself. Should I draw some leaves on the label so nobody thinks they can drink it themselves? No, that would just make them think it's made of plants. Which, well, it is, but I don't know if it'll make a person sparkle like it'll make plants sparkle. And that would be a surprise to someone just looking to quench their thirst. What would? She just showed out of nowhere again. I ought to be surprised that she's here, but nothing surprises me anymore. Do you know what would happen if a person were to drink this potion? A whole lot of nothing, probably. Do you want to test the sparkling on yourself? No, I just want to stop people from drinking it when they shouldn't. Oh dear, I don't think anyone could really stop that, but you may be overthinking it. Mirabelle takes the potion out of my hands, summons a pen out of thin air, and writes something on the label. Then she holds the bottle up to me. Underneath the shop's name and plant sparkleizer is written, "Tastes like spoiled milk, do not drink." Does it really? No, but most people aren't going to want to find out. Now let's get this out to Lillian and Sarah. I'm dying to figure out why they need sparkly plants. I'm curious too. Maybe it's for their festival display or something. It's really nice to be able to have casual conversations with Mirabelle. She's still my boss, of course, but after this morning's talk, I feel like we've cleared the air. The rest of the day passes by similarly, but as the minutes and hours tick by, I can't help but become increasingly aware of how little time there is until things change for good. I'm gonna love why? Okay, I hope so. There's less than a day now until I have to be at the festival. For better or for worse. At one point, I drop a bottle, an empty one luckily, and Mirabelle asks me if something is wrong. I try to play it off as just being clumsy, but I don't think she buys it. Yeah, I'm not the clumsy type. You can't fool anyone like that. When it's time to clock out, I don't really want to leave, but Mirabelle shoos me outside. She gives me a key to the shop and tells me to let myself in if something comes up. I barely have an appetite at dinner, and I'm nearly too nervous to fall asleep. I never thought so much would be riding on the village festival. I've gone every year since I was a kid, and it's almost always just been a good time. Here it comes. Festival day! This is it! It's the day of the festival. However this week ends up, it's going to be decided today. Mirabelle asked me to come to the shop early today. We did a lot of preparation, but apparently we got a single rush order. So I have to come in to make that potion while she finishes setting up the stall. Oh, so I'm all by myself here, huh? I let myself in with the key Mirabelle gave me yesterday. The shop feels so barren without her here. When I go to my station, there are 2 folded notes waiting for me. Which one should I read first? Ooh. Note on the left or note on the right? Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Dearest Sarah. Oh, this is not for me. I know we didn't get off to a great start, but I assure you that despite your breaking my foot, this past week has been the most joyful of my life. Your heart bursts with kindness and compassion and cheer. And rather than feeling inadequate, I feel comforted and energized in your presence. If you would allow me the pleasure of being your beloved, I will want for nothing more in my life. Aww! With ever-flowing love, Lillian. Yeah, we just read the whole thing. This is not meant for our eyes. I don't think I should be reading this. Mirabelle, why did you leave someone else's love letter at my station? I should just look at the other note. Hopefully it's not also a confession. Me closing my eyes. I'm not looking. Oh, for me! Dear Calico Pascal, thanks for coming in early today. I know it's not ideal with the festival and all, but when Lillian came up to me and asked for a potion of courage so she could confess to Sarah, I couldn't say no. Have you seen those lovebirds? I was surprised they weren't already courting. She even left a really sweet note for her. Make sure to bring it with you when you come here, alright? Ah. You could have made it clearer that the note wasn't for me. Why did you even leave it here in the first place? Goodness. Never mind that. Let me read the rest of this letter. The potion you need to make today is one that increases the drinker's courage. The 3 main ingredients are something romantic, something made in the ground, something you make a wish on. Okay, romantic, rose petals, something made in the ground. The gems? Gems are made in the ground. Peach seeds are also... They're not technically made in the ground. I guess technically a peach seed is like made in the air because of the fruit tree, right? But you put them in the ground. So... Yeah, plants also come out of the ground. But it's made in the ground, so I'm going to assume it's the gems. And something you make a wish on. Those are dandelions, but the only thing is they're dandelion flowers and not the dandelion, like the puffy ones that you actually make wishes on. I'm sure you'll be able to help Lillian and Sarah. The relationship depends on you. Okay, let me save again. Just to be safe. No pressure. Well, I've had plenty of practice now, so it shouldn't be that difficult, right? Something romantic, something made in the ground, and something you make a wish on. What do I have for those? Romance! Rose petals. Made in the ground. Cat's eye gems. Pretty sure they're made from the ground. And dandelions, which you make wishes on. I don't suppose you make wishes on any of these other things. Let's see, we said, yeah, rose petals, Romantic. Cat eye gems. Doesn't say where they technically come from, but most gemstones come from rocks, which are from the ground. And then dandelions, which you make wishes on, even though it's a dandelion flower. Let's see. Yep, we'll give this a shot, and if it doesn't work, that's why we saved. I operate the cauldron and my ladle like I'm possessed, not really registering what's going on. I have to get to the festival as soon as possible, no matter how this potion turns out. I don't even look at it when I go to bottle it, so I'm not even sure if it's worth drinking. I'll just have to figure that out later. I gotta leave now. I hope we didn't forget the note. As quickly as I can, I clean everything up, finish closing up the shop, and start to run to the town square where the festival is being held. It's easy to tell when I'm getting closer, since there are more and more people closer and closer together on the streets. I barely manage to avoid running into anybody. You're sore? No, that sounds tough. Glad you can sit back and relax a little bit. Wow, look at it. It's the festival. Ooh, is this like a little noodle station? Oh, that sounds so good. I haven't had dinner yet since I was out today, but I will probably have something yummy after stream's over. Eventually, I do have to slow down because there are simply too many people to run past. People crowd in groups with their friends and loved ones in front of all the different stalls, enjoying a variety of foods and other sundries. Excuse me, pardon me. Sorry, didn't mean to step on your foot. Let me squeeze through for just a moment. Not every part of the festival is like this, but the stall area is always packed to the brim. After a while of moving past people, I finally find my goal. At a small booth in a corner, barely out of the shadows, is a respectable display of bottled potions with impeccably designed labels, below a sign bearing a familiar shop name, Mirabelle's Miraculous Mixtures. Mirabelle, I got the potion. It's about time! There's so many people here! I managed to wriggle my way through people browsing Mirabelle's wares and behind the stall, sitting in the empty seat next to her. Come on, let me see what you brought. I show Mirabelle the courage potion she had me make before I left, as well as Lillian's note. Why did you leave this at my brewing station? It obviously wasn't for me. But it was just so cute! It would have been a shame if you didn't get to see it too. I guess that's true. Remind me not to leave anything secret around you. Well, she has her charms anyway, even if secrecy isn't one of them. It's okay, me too. I'm not the best at keeping secrets. Oh, this potion looks beautiful. There's no way Lillian will get turned down with this. If you ask me, I don't think she'd get turned down without it either. But I'm not going to refuse her money. There's no time to waste. Let's get back to selling. You, in the red shirt. You look like someone whose life woes can be helped with a stiff drink. I've got plenty of stiff drinks here for the discerning customer. Mirabelle, that's not what a stiff drink is. Yeah, what the? Hold on. She laughs brightly before turning to look at me with a twinkle in her eye. It got your attention, didn't it? You're not supposed to get my attention. Am I not? Miracle flutters her eyelashes at me. My face immediately feels hot and I jerk around to look away from her. Yeah, she's doing this on purpose. Yo. No, not the alcohol promotion. You. I point to a tired-looking woman holding a baby in one arm with a small child holding her other hand. Do you need a monstrous energy potion? As the day goes on, Mirabelle and I try to get people's attention, but surprisingly, it turns out to not be necessary. People are coming up to stop at our stall even without being called over. Well, that's good. That means we made an eye-catching stall, I suppose? At first, I thought it was out of morbid curiosity, what with how bad a reputation Mirabelle's shop has. And maybe for some people that was it, but soon, people actually started to buy potions. Gradually but steadily, the number of potions resting atop our table dwindled. Even Lillian came over to pick up her courage potion. Sarah stood at her side with a hand resting casually on Lillian's shoulder. Yo. Hey. As Sarah made small talk with Mirabelle, Lillian secretly swiped both the potion she'd ordered and the note she'd written. Finally, it'll be going to its intended recipient. I'm pretty sure Lillian wants this to be a secret, so I don't say anything, but I cheer her on internally. You got this. You have this, Lillian. Even without the potion, you don't need it. I think Mirabelle was right that she doesn't really need luck, though. Sarah is so obviously smitten with her that a confession would be a formality. Aw. Whoa, honey! Do like a good honey stall. And as the sun sets, someone bought the last potion of the last of the potions we set up. We did it! We did! This shop can stay open! Yippee! Just as Mirabelle said that, a burst of purple fireworks blasted through the sky. Even the fireworks are celebrating our momentous achievement. They are! How courteous of them. Of course, I know it's just a coincidence, but it's nice to think that the rest of the village wants to celebrate with us too. Since we no longer have anything to sell, an excellent problem to have, all we can do is watch the firework display light up the night sky. It paints the view above us with a rainbow of different colors, all both beautiful and fleeting. I've seen the fireworks a ton of times, alone, with family, with friends, but somehow it feels different this year. I look to the side to see where Mirabelle is sitting next to me. She's looking at the fireworks with a determined expression on her face. She is so beautiful, a woman I cannot word we speak. I wonder if she feels the same way Oh, I was thinking... Wow! Well, I was thinking about her. Mirabelle kissed me softly on the lips. Wow! It's awfully unprofessional, I know. But I've been wanting to do that for a while. Yeah! You have? Mm-hmm. It's been very distracting. Now, I have a very important question for you. For me? Is she? No, she couldn't be. Not this soon. Do you promise to come to work tomorrow morning? She's like batting her eyelashes at me all pretty. Will you kiss me again if I do? Absolutely. Then, I promise. I'll keep working for you tomorrow and every day after that. Hold on, you'll need vacations on sick days too. Suddenly I can't help but feel grateful that my last job let me go. If they hadn't gotten rid of me, I wouldn't be here right now. The future of the shop might still be uncertain, but one thing's for sure. However, it turns out, Mirabelle and I will face it together. Y'all. Yay! We did it! Yippee! That was fun. It was very cute, very short and sweet. She's cute. I personally prefer cute punks, butches, and femboys. Yeah, she is very femme-presenting. But I like that. It's a very cute design. Oh, let's see. Does this game have... I know there are credits on the main tweet for this game. Let's see. A game made during September 2024 for Studio Elan's Garden Variety, a Dandelion set game jam. Directed and programmed by Arimia, written by Natasha Luna, illustrated by Danny. Better Colorize and Colorize tool, created by Phoenix. Thank you for all the tools and help. Music by Shim Tone and Tiny Memory from Dova Syndrome. Dova Syndrome! Mention! Dova Syndrome's great. If you ever need free music, Dova Syndrome is the place to get it. There's a lot, when I say a lot, there are a lot of options. Potions, Town Square Festival, Festival at Night, Flower Shop Image, Cafe Interior by Upkolyak on Free Pick. Made with RenPy 8.2.3.240617002. This program contains free software under a number of licenses, including the MIT license and GNU Lesser General Public License. A complete list of software, including links to full source code, can be found here at the link. I can go see the other sprites. There are more sprites? Let's see. Where would that be listed? Let's see. Help, load, preferences. Nope, help. Nope. the same ones, just clearly. Oh, I see. Well, there's not too many sprites. It's all mostly of our love interest here. Okay, but let me... Okay, I have some choice music, actually. Let me see, I put it aside for our just chatting, but I will use it now. Music... Okay, so let me... Alright, let me take us over to our just chatting screen. Wow, I'm floating! Hello. Hold on. Let's not float here, please. Bring myself down to earth. Me and my big ol' head. Well, for anyone who's not the kitty, who didn't already play, What You Want, what do you think of that cute little short romp? And let me open our music here. I got some spooky Halloween music. Also, okay, let me turn this off. Or, wait. I guess this one would work too. Let me close this one out. There you go. Hopefully it's not too loud. We'll get into the spirit, the Halloween spirit. We're a little bit more. But yeah, that was really fun. Very cute and short. I've already put in the description link where you can find the game yourself if you'd like to take a look at it. Try your hand at making some potions. Ugh. Are you guys ready for Halloween next week? That was such a beautiful game. Yeah, I agree. The art style was very cute. Yeah, so I'm like kind of not centered here. There we go. I don't know if you noticed her eyes changed slightly. Is that with like each of the sprites or just like over the course of the days in the week? Because I did see that her eyes changed a little bit with her expressions, but I'm not sure if they also changed in general. Sprite's Happy said, yeah, they did change. They're very cute. But, so for anyone who came in late, I was kind of talking about how earlier today I had a somewhat eventful day. Just in that I had plans that I needed to execute, and then of course I ended up sleeping completely through my alarm and a phone call through staff members trying to wake me up. So I woke up pretty late and then I still tried to get what I needed done, and I would say I was pretty successful still, but at the expense of having to rush a little bit. I was having to do some errand shopping for a wedding. A baby face and no one really knows how old you are, which means you get to trick or treat forever. Ooh, that's always good. You can be sneaky with it. I'm sure I could technically get away with it too. I'm pretty short, so I don't think too many people would blink twice. But I'm surprisingly not much of a candy person. I much prefer like pastries and goodies and things. Which, ooh, at my part-time, I've been trying out a lot of new snacks lately. We've got some snacks for our clientele, and so I've been getting to taste some. They're very yummy. I just had some extra cash on hand, so I didn't feel bad spending a little bit. But all the stuff were like high protein snacks, so very I try to be conscious of like what I eat for the most part. So I've been on the lookout for like higher protein stuff with less sugar. You're gonna go as George. I love Oliver and Company. It's such a good movie. It's a beautifully animated film, for sure. And Georgette is she's a very eccentric character. Good choice. I love her, like, her intro song. Oh, that song is so fun. It's fun to sing. Ever had protein pancakes? Yes! Actually, that was one of the new snacks we had. It was like protein pancakes with like a cream filling inside, which is funny because, you know, I guess I just never saw like, you know, not that it's a regional thing per se, but, you know, when I think of like a mini pancake snack, I just think of like dorayaki, which is like the Japanese pancake, or like, yeah, the pancake-esque with a filling inside. So when I saw it, when I saw the protein pancakes at my work, I was just like, oh, American dorayaki. Your favorite are chocolate Kodiak waffles. Ooh, that sounds great. No costume from me. We don't really do that here in Australia. I might keep candy on hand just in case someone knocks on the door, but it's rare. Oh, so you guys do get trick-or-treaters sometimes anyways? Oh, interesting. Hello, Jez. Welcome, welcome. Sorry you came in at the... I've already... the gameplay of the visual novel was pretty short, so it's already done. But we're just chatting for now. Too lazy to hop on your other account? Oh, that's okay. I got you. It was, I would say, like, definitely check it out. It's about, like, an hour long. Maybe even less if you go through it faster than me. Maybe, I mean, because I was doing all of kind of talking in between and making commentary, so you could probably get it done in less than an hour. Was it a demo? No, but it was a game made for, like, for a game dev jam, so it's just a shorter game. Don't you have, like, rose-flavored candy? Ooh. You have to try that for Halloween. Oh, do you like floral flavors, the kitty? I am, I wouldn't say I'm, like, a super big fan, but I do enjoy it if it's done well. Like, rose or lavender or, orange blossom. Ooh, orange blossom stuff is very good. Yeah, it was just very... It's a short little visual novel, so... Yeah, you could probably get through it very quickly. It's very cute, and the art style is also adorable, so I highly recommend. What about you, Jez? Do you have any Halloween plans? Alaskan taffy that has a... Whoa, what? What kind of flower, do you know? Also, what is... I've never heard of Alaskan taffy. I'm gonna look that up. Surprised it was pretty good. Just a wildflower. Whoa. Rose candy and tea is a thing. So, okay. I've heard of floral candy in Australia. You'll have to try. The reason why I love Brazilian honey is because it's floral. Yeah, I think I still have to try Brazilian honey. That sounds really good. I have had rose tea though. Rose milk tea? Oh my gosh. Rose milk tea is so good. Highly recommend if you have not tried rose milk tea. Let me see this Alaskan taffy. What is that? Oh, it just looks like, yeah, just like regular taffy or like saltwater taffy. What makes it like Alaskan? Besides the fact that it's made in Alaska. What I'm kind of understanding from what I'm looking at, it says it's made with glacier water as well, which I assume that's exactly why it's Alaskan, because you can only get... Yeah, exactly, it's made in Alaska. Alright, well, and that answers my question. Is it is it like more of a sweet taste, or does it have some saltiness to it too? Because I feel like the only taffy I've really eaten is like saltwater taffy, which obviously is like the sweet and salty mix. You're going to a city party for Halloween? Whoa, that sounds fun. You weren't used to the smell at first, but now it's a comforting scent and taste. Yeah, I do think floral scents can be kind of overwhelming for the first time if you're not careful. But like after some time, it's just like, ooh, it's very delectable. More sweet, it isn't salt water. Oh, okay. Interesting. Can someone explain to me why there are rose water flavored candies that said still tastes like soap? I don't know. Did that actually... Maybe there's people who... You know, I'm sure there's people who have, like, smelled rose soap or, you know, bath products and have been like, wow, I wish I could eat this for some reason. I wasn't expecting it to taste a little bit more flowery, but it just tastes like regular candy. I'm a bit nervous about the city party, only because I usually don't do parties for Halloween, but I'm trying to do more things to get myself out there. That's definitely understandable. Yeah, you know, speaking as, you know, vaguely as possible without getting into details, I wasn't feeling too good last week because I've just had a lot going on. I've had a lot on my plate, and, you know, the wedding is just like, again, one of those things that's not like, I just have to show up, but at the same time, I'm also like, should I be doing more for this? Like, I feel like I'm kind of underprepared, and it's coming up so quickly, and I don't have a lot of free time in between the upcoming weeks up to the point where it's going to happen, so, you know, kind of just been like all scattered lately. So, I'm really looking forward to, I have some scheduled time off. But ironically, even during the time off that I have, I'm gonna be doing stuff then too, like it's personal stuff, like personal project stuff, which is a good thing, and what I've been wanting to do. But at the same time, you know, I hope I can kind of sort of schedule myself to make most of the day when I'm not actually at work. I feel like I just need to become a vegetable for a little bit. Also, nighttime city is scary. I agree 100%. Doesn't even matter like what city it is, but being in the city at night is scary if you're not with people. Any strange fruits or foods anyone's tried recently? I tried a rambutan. Whoa! What did you think of it, Kitty? I do like rambutans. Yeah, no, it's not my wedding. But it is a member of the Calico Pascal family, so it is quite a big thing, for me at least. Well, you know, not... You understand what I mean. It's not a wedding for me, but it's a first wedding I've been to in a very, very, very long time. And it's for my cousin, actually. Yeah, so I was kind of explaining earlier that, you know, growing up, I had there's like a group of us cousins who are all around the same age, and so this is the first time one of us out of that group is getting married. So it's all very exciting, you know. Feels like It's interesting because I feel like I've heard from people who are around my age, it kind of depends, but usually like people start attending a lot of weddings or baby showers and things. Actually, funny enough, when I was shopping today, I was like, you know, looking through the racks and picking out dresses that I thought were kind of cute, and there was a mom there with her daughter. And the mom, like, was looking at what I was holding, and she was like, oh, that dress is really cute. I think that would look great on you. And I was like, really? Well, I'm glad you think so, but I'm gonna, it's not in my size, but I'm gonna try it out anyways in the fitting room. And she goes, oh, yeah, you definitely should. Like, I think it's a beautiful dress. And I explained to her like, oh, it's for a wedding, not my wedding, obviously. It's, but you know, it's a family wedding. And I told her like, oh, it's the first one that I'm gonna be going to in a very long time. And she goes, no, really? Like, my daughter's already gotten like several invitations to baby showers and other weddings and things. Like, her friends are getting engaged left and right. And I look at the daughter, and the daughter looks at me, and she's like, got this expression on her face that's like, yeah, like, it's a lot, you know? And I was like, damn, maybe. And then, you know, I was just kind of trying to like go along with them, and I was like, yeah, you know, perhaps like this first wedding that I'm going to, maybe it'll come in like a wave, you know? Like, maybe now all of a sudden I'll start getting a lot more invitations and things. And they just laughed. Yeah, it is exciting. Yeah. Yo, wow, you've been to 2 this year. Gives you hope that love is out there. Yeah, it's for us lovebirds. Which, actually, ironically, you know, I don't have photos of me wearing the dress that I picked out, ironically. I should have, but it was only because, okay, so, like, I was looking through all the dresses, and I picked out maybe, like, 5 or 6 of them. And even though some of them were in my size, they were, like, you know, in the area of the dresses that were my size, so I was just like, yeah, whatever, I'll just try it on anyways because it's cute. And like, you know, sometimes like, you know, you might have a certain size that you know you fit, but then like depending on the brand of the clothing or whatever, sometimes a different size might fit you better than you expect or whatnot. So, you know, I just took them all into the changing room and I tried them all on. And the one that I ended up picking was technically one size up bigger than I was looking for, but I thought the fit was nice, and I was just mostly worried about like the fit like at the top, like around my chest area, and then also the length, because I personally prefer like a shorter, like a mini kind of dress. I think those are really cute, and it would have suited the wedding attire that they put out, like the theme, which was cocktail hour, by the way. But yeah, this dress, like, I really liked the pattern, and it was comfortable, and most importantly, it has pockets. You guys, you know how hard it is to find a nice dress that has pockets. I was like, oh my god. So I was gonna put it back because I was like, you know, I can't tell, and I was by myself. I didn't have anyone to kind of ask, like, do you think this is a good length for me? Is this too big? So the ones that were definitely too big, I tried on, and, you know, I could tell that they were, like, too big. So I put those away. And then there was another dress that I liked that was on sale for very cheap. So I ended up buying it too, like, just in case, or, like, you know, for maybe another occasion. But thinking about it now, I think it's more like a backup, because I really do like the dress I ended up getting. And yeah, I didn't think to take photos because I was like, I might not even buy this dress, and then I ended up buying it. So yeah, it's I mean, the most that I can describe it to you, it's not a strapless. It does have 2 thin straps, and there's a point at the chest where you can tie it, like it's a little bit like a sort of like a ribbon. Like it's got, you know, the 2, what would you even call that? From the, you know how the ribbon has like the bow part and then like the 2 like strappy, no, they're not straps, they're like, I guess if we called the top part the bow, can we just call the like the longer bits like the ears, like rabbit ears? So anyways, you can tie the front to fit better, or however you need it to, but thankfully it fit well for me as it was. And then the length, so I'm always worried about dress lengths because, again, being a person on the shorter side, I can't tell if, like, you know, something is meant to be long or if I'm just short you know? And I don't want to look like kind of silly, like wearing a dress that doesn't fit me. So the length of this actually goes down to about like just above my ankle. That's how long it is. And so I was asking one of the employees at the store, like, hey, you know, I was just curious if you had this dress in like extra small, because I can't tell like if the small fits me or if it's too long. And she was like, oh yeah, no problem. So she checked and they didn't have an extra small. And there was no other stores around in the area that also carried it in my size. So I was like, well, I mean, I'd like it, but I just don't know. Like, I don't have the experience to understand, like, if this fits me well or not. So could I get a second opinion? Like, you mind, like, seeing me wear it? And she was like, oh yeah, of course. So she came into like, she was waiting outside the dressing room while I changed back into the dress. And then, you know, when I came back out, I was like telling her like the parts that I was kind of worried about, and she's like, no, I think it looks great on you, actually. And she was saying like, oh, you know, like I'm personally a fan of like the longer dresses rather than like the midi or the minis dresses, and the top seems to fit you quite nicely, so I think it looks really good on you. And I was like, wow, really? Yippee! So it ended up also being within like my budget. It wasn't very expensive. You know, have pockets, so we need to buy purses, right? Yes, it is. And you know what? It was only after, cause like in my head, I'm running through like a list of things, and I'm also thinking like, geez, I gotta get back home in time so I can stream. So I was like, I was like running through the mall, and I'm like, okay, so I got the dress, and then yeah, so I actually bought 2 dresses. So I bought the dress that I intend to wear, the long one. And then I also bought a dress that I had tried on that was on the shorter side, and it fit me, like it was actually my size. It's for extra small, but it was on sale, like it was super, super cheap. So I was like, I'll just buy this just to have an extra, like just in case. And then I was trying on shoes at this department store, and they kind of had some styles, but I was kind of like, I wonder if I could just find something cheaper from a different store, so I didn't end up buying from that department store. And then I went to good old reliable Target, you know? Yes, Target. The fancy store, Target. And I tried on the shoes that they had there, but they also didn't have a lot of styles either, so I ended up not buying from there. But you know what Target does have? It also has accessories, which I didn't consider that I would need, but now I'm thinking like, oh, you know, I should probably get at least like a necklace or something. So I didn't buy any necklaces. I was looking through them and I was like, these are cute, but I wonder if I should just like keep looking, because I technically still have time, but you know, I also didn't want to just kind of like rush to make a decision just because I was already there. So most likely I'm gonna have to go back out anyways to look for my shoes. So I didn't end up buying any accessories, but I did find like 3 cute bags that I thought would go well with the dress. And so I was like holding up the dress and like taking a photo of the bags next to the dress and like messaging all my friends being like, please help me, I'm in this dress, I need your help. I don't know which of these look good or fit for a wedding. But the bag I ended up choosing, oh, I didn't even explain like the pattern of the dress that I bought. So the dress that's long, so it's long, it goes to just above my ankles. And I didn't even realize either, it also had like a bit of a little slit, so it's you can get a little saucy, just a little. It's got pockets. The pattern on it is like a cream colored dress, and the pattern, it's got like a yellow, like an outline, like a yellow outline of a parrot, like it's not filled in, it's just a line art of the parrot, and then some like cute leaves, and I can't recall if there's flowers on it. There might be. Let me see. Hey, just look at it right here. It's literally right next to me. Oh yeah, they're not flowers. They're like little orange berries. So it's, yeah, it's like a cream dress with like green leaves and some orange berries and like a line art of like a bird, some kind of tropical bird, parrots, in gold. And it's very soft. And I got it for a good deal. Calico having short otter problems and femme problems, yes. Yeah, I wanna look good for my cousin's wedding. So I'm not a person who usually wears makeup either. But I am considering it. Like, the problem is, like, makeup is so expensive, and I don't wear makeup in my day-to-day anyways, so most likely I'll probably just ask, like, one of my other cousins to do my makeup for me on the day of, because I don't want to spend, like, a bunch of money on makeup only to use it, like, one time. But, yeah, then the bag that I got, I think the bag I got is really cute. And I like it because I feel like I can use it like casually outside of this this one occasion, you know? So I don't feel like I'm just buying a bag for this single purpose, right? And the best thing about it, not only is it like I can take off the strap, because I think the strap is what makes it look a little more casual, so I could hold it more of like a little handbag. But the great thing is that it matches the colors of the leaves on the dress, so it's like a green bag. It's very cute, and it was cheap because it was from Target. You only wear lip oils and glosses. See, I don't even do that. The most, and it doesn't. I wouldn't count it as like cosmetic. It's more like for health, right? The only thing I ever put on is like sunscreen. Is even that is kind of rare. The most I put on is like chapstick. But yeah, it's very very cute bag. I am very happy with my purchase. And then of course I also had to go and buy a greeting card for the lovely couple. So I have this cute little card that I'm going to write in and sign and put some money in it for them. As, you know, thank you for inviting me to your wedding. I'm also excited because, you know, the funny thing is, with due to my ethnicity, you know, the couple wanted to have like a more American wedding, and they also wanted to have a more traditional wedding as well. So I remember my aunts was asking me like, oh, are you gonna wear a sin, which is like a Lao traditional dress? And I was like, I have no idea where I would even get one. Like, do you have one? Do you have a spare one? So I assume I'm just gonna be wearing the same outfit like all day. But yeah, I still need to find some shoes, because I was thinking if I were to wear like shoes that give me a little more height, then maybe it would look better with the dress because it's long. Sad news. If you had an accident with your phone, may not be able to recover drawings and concept art for comic. No! May be able to get screen repaired. Oh, I hope you can get that fixed soon. That's always rough. Technology problems are the worst. I'm very fortunate, and I'm knocking on my wooden desk right now, that, you know, technology problems don't happen for me in the near future, because I am not in any sort of financial position to be able to handle that. The fact that I even feel okay to spend money for the wedding is like, well, I think that's more just like, this wedding only happens once in your life, right? So you gotta spend the money for the wedding. Of course, at least. It's okay. My anxiety gives me the okay, it's patting me on the back. May be able to get the screen repaired. Promise to get you guys spots in my comics, and I'm sticking to it. Need a drawing tablet. Ah. Yeah. Speaking of, what kind of drawing tablet are you looking into, to Kitty? There's a lot of very good, viable options that aren't too expensive, thankfully, in this day and age. I remember when tablets used to, maybe I'm aging myself now. I remember when tablets used to be so hard to come across. Like there was only one or two like brands of tablets and everybody had the same one. But to be fair, those tablets I know have like last a bajillion years. I have seen it with my own eyes. People who have bought tablets from ages ago that they still use to this day. But, you know, I have steadily changed my equipment over the years. And the one that I currently am using has been holding up very well, so again, knocking on wood that nothing happens to it. It is a very good tablet. Not sure, you'd like one that is smooth, zoomed in, and not made of pixels. Lots of options and easy to use and transfer art. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't have any personal recommendations for like the current tablets because I haven't had to get a new tablet in a really long time. But you know, I've read that the current Wacom tablets out on the market right now, specifically the Cintiq tablets, aren't too great right now, and they're also very expensive. So if you're leaning towards more like a screen tablet, there are some other options that are a bit more affordable. But I have yet to try them personally, so I cannot vouch for whether or not they are actually good. You just take a look into it and do your research. I'm sure you can find something that you'll be happy with. I am crossing my fingers for you, Dikiti. And also, speaking of tablets, my friend Ramathal, who has dropped by before, they are also trying to save up for a new tablet because their current one is giving them issues. And I know they were looking for donations or hoping to also open commissions potentially to save up for it. So if you could keep an eye out for that for them, I think that would make them very happy. Ramathal. Oh, yeah, speaking of Ram. Oh my gosh, Ram drew me some really cute art. Hold on, can I? Yeah, I want to show it off. Let's see. I'm gonna show off this cute fan art that Ram did for me. Let's see. My documents. Oh no. It's in this folder. Look at this cute art. Oh, this cute. Wow. This cute art done by Ram. Ramathal. Of me. They also did a variant where I'm not wearing my hat, but isn't it so good? I love it so much. That was very sweet of them to do. But yeah! I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, Ram and I have been chatting here and there, so yeah, let me put it over here and I'm gonna move myself over. Whoop. Yeah, super cute art. I don't know what I'll use it for, but I'll use it for something. Wow, we already went through the whole playlist of Halloween music. I'm gonna play it again. Yeah, Ramathal. Ram is also an artist, and you should follow them. Ah, yes, that leads me to my other thing I wanted to talk about. So I don't know if you are on Twitter or not. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. And if you're not, good for you. Because, you know, I would say state of Twitter these days is not the greatest, but I wanted to let you all know that whether or not you're on Twitter, if you're not on Twitter, you can still follow me elsewhere. I made a Blue Sky account, which, if you don't know what Blue Sky is another social media that's sort of similar or akin to Twitter. It's actually developed by the same person who previously owned Twitter before the current owner took over. So yeah, Blue Sky it's got a lot of neat features that I wish some other social medias had. But yeah, I'm trying to expand my reach, so I've opened a Blue Sky and I'd like to connect with more people. I actually, surprisingly, had gotten quite a few follows from other VTubers on Blue Sky, and I have yet had the time to like go through and check them out, but I'd love to meet more people. I think that'd be really great. But yeah, it's Blue Sky, you guys. If you don't already have other social media, or you're open to making more social media accounts, Blue Sky is one you should definitely check out. I'm hoping that Blue Sky gains more traction over time. As for the current state with Twitter, I'm kind of holding out hope that there might be some pushback with the changes to the terms of service that they've announced. I don't know if you guys follow that at all, but there was rumors or actually official tweets from the official Twitter accounts saying hey, terms of service are going to be changing after November 15th, I think. That changes your... Basically, if you are still using Twitter after that date, you're automatically consenting to having your anything like your voice, your images, your photos, your videos, any of that is all consensually agreed upon for the website to use in their AI that they're trying to train. And so I do highly suggest that everybody looks into that on their own to make the decision of whether or not you feel comfortable still using Twitter. But again, I'm still kind of waiting and hoping that some pushback will be made, so that way I don't have to completely go through all my accounts and blow up everything. But that might end up being the case, in which case none of my Twitters will be active anymore, and I would solely be on... I would try to be more active on Instagram, which also, I don't want to get into it, but Instagram also has its own AI problems. So for now, it's probably going to be Blue Sky where I'll be the most active, unless something changes with that upcoming Twitter TOS change. Otherwise, yeah, I'm thinking of going through my account and clearing stuff out, because I don't want to consent and agree to have any of my work used. Even if it's true that technically, any AI training program can scalp any other site, at that point they're just doing it illegally, right? It's not that I have personally consented and agreed to allowing these AI programs to take my stuff apart, which is what the TOS says for Twitter, if you continue to use it past that date where the terms of service are being updated. So again, I would just advise everybody to kind of take a look into that on your own merit. Don't take everything that I say as true word, because I might also not be interpreting it correctly, but to my knowledge that is what I understand of what I have seen. And so yeah, I'm not too happy about it, because I feel like I haven't been using... I've been using Twitter for a very long time, even prior to before I even started streaming. So it's kind of upsetting to lose any of those connections that I have made from there. But, what can you do? I'd rather protect the value of my work and my sanity as an artist. Ram should make PNGs. Oh yeah, the blocking thing is also kind of crazy too. Which, if anyone doesn't know about what that is about, so basically the blocking feature on any other website, is generally if you block a user from seeing your post, they cannot interact with you, they cannot see what you post, you're just completely blocked off from them. But there are changes being made that say that even accounts that are blocked from viewing your account can now view the things that you post, but they can't interact with them still. But that doesn't really change the purpose of... I mean, that totally defeats the purpose of a block feature. Because, you know, the whole point is that the person who is blocked shouldn't be able to interact or see anything from you, really. Especially if, like, those people that are blocked for safety concerns or, you know, anything else. Why would you allow them that ability to view what you're doing? Like, that seems insane to me. So yeah, I mean, that's also a big thing that's coming around with those terms of service changes. Yeah, but, you know, I mean, for me, like, the blocking feature is more of something regarding, like, my safety, and not so much, like, yeah, any other reason, I suppose. But yeah, it's... You shouldn't change it. And apparently, like, there are people also holding out hope that that will also change, because apparently in some countries you're not allowed to do that, or, like, you know, the blocking feature is supposed to do specific things, and if it doesn't do that, then you cannot have that app available or accessible to that country. So we'll see. I honestly don't know how things are gonna go. But yeah, I mean, in the November 15th, that's around the week that I had planned on taking time off. Not from streaming. I will most likely still stream that week, as usual, but at least, you know, I don't have to worry about my part-time, my day job, and I can just relax and chill. Yeah, also, speaking of RAM making PNGs, they do. A lot of their art are typically PNGs. Yeah, I mean, even though this one includes a background, it is still mostly a PNG. He accidentally made hazelnut syrup. Ooh, I love hazelnut. Okay, we were talking about, like, floral and fruit flavors. I would say there's only been, like, one time where I've had something that had floral flavors in it that was just, like, absolutely blasted with floral flavor, and it was just, like, way too much. But otherwise, you know, the people who know how to work with it usually do it pretty well. Oh, you know, there was something else I wanted to do today that I didn't get to because I was in such a rush coming home. But there's a cafe that I keep seeing when I drive past the Float Harbor Aquarium that's always packed on the weekends. So I'm very curious, like, what kind of coffee or, like, what kind of vibe do they got over there where they just are so busy, you know? And usually, like, those popular, like, foodie places, they're not around Float Harbor. They're kind of, like, in the adjacent city. So I'm very curious. He snacked on hazelnuts and had them stored with sugar, and it made syrup. Ooh! Dude, hazelnuts are so good. I suppose it must be the natural oils from the hazelnut and the sugar. Dude, that sounds so bomb. Dude, hazelnut coffee. Ugh, amazing. I actually, when I went grocery shopping the other day, I saw that my grocery store had chocolate protein oat milk. And I was like, whoa, hold on. And it wasn't just the chocolate protein oat milk. Right next to it was, like, dark chocolate oat milk. And I was like, whoa, okay. You have my attention. I really love dark chocolate. Obviously, because it has chocolate, it's a little bit more calories per serving than just, like, a regular almond or oat milk. But I'm thinking I'll probably want to treat myself maybe at the end of the year and try it out. I think it would be really good with cold brew, or even just, like, on its own. Your mom can't eat a lot, so she adds protein shakes to her coffee. Ah, that's very smart. Yeah, protein protein powders and protein shakes are very convenient for that purpose, like meal replacements, if in case you can't use it just for a supplement. But do be aware that a lot of supplements do list on them that they're meant to be only used as supplements and not for meal replacements. And I think vice versa, usually, like anything that's meant to be a meal replacement will like say something that they're not, that it's like a high calorie food for that purpose. But I'm sure your mama kitty knows what she's doing. Yeah, and then since we're on the topic of protein, for my workouts have been going pretty okay. Like the unfortunate thing is, like, I feel like lately I've had to force myself to go, which is like, I want to. I obviously do. Like, I want to work out, but at the same time, lately, I think maybe it's the season and just me being kind of tired overall. There are so many days where I'm like, I just want to stay home. Like, just need to have an extra hour at home. Or I just want to go home. Like, I don't want to stay behind for very long. But, you know, I'm getting there. It's like I am slowly working up the motivation to go back. And I'm kind of hoping that, like, during that week off that I have, it's mostly going to be a staycation, or actually not mostly, it is a staycation, essentially, but, you know, I hope I can try to, I'm not sure, because I don't want to skip a whole week of not going to the gym at all, even though I'm vacationing, quote unquote, but maybe I'll try to look into, like, some other, like, gym or class to take for that week. just so I don't have to go to my usual gym, because I like, you know, but, you know, sometimes it's not as bad. I'm kind of fighting with myself here, because I feel like I'm worried that if I were to go on my week off at my usual gym, that people, like the other regulars, are going to try to talk to me, which is not a problem in itself, but, you know, maybe I just kind of want to, like, isolate a little. I don't know if I should, because, yeah, I mean, when I was, like, really, really working out a lot, I didn't have any problem working out at my usual gym. Well, I guess I just have to think about it more. I do kind of want to take the opportunity, like, while I'm not at work, to try to find another, like, class. I've been looking into seeing if there's any Pilates. I've heard Pilates is really good, especially if you're looking to tone, which I kind of am. Though, like, you know, my week off is going to be after the wedding, so it won't matter so much for the wedding, but just in general, like, I've been wanting to tone up a bit more and lose some of the extra stuff. Not that there's too much to lose, but, you know, I do want to tone myself. And then I've also been wanting to do, this one I've been wanting to do for a while, boxing. I used to do a little bit of boxing here and there with some staff members from the aquarium, but our schedules didn't really line up so much, so it's been kind of difficult to do boxing with them. So I kind of want to try to find boxing at another studio. Totally unexpected from me? What do you mean? I went out of my way to make that boxing act set, and Miss Hasune Miku showed me the way. Did you forget? But yeah, but I feel like with boxing, there's just something about, I don't know, I mean, even as a kid, I've always really liked, you know, just getting to, this is gonna sound crazy, I really like hitting things, like, I like the feeling and the adrenaline of hitting things, but when my parents saw that, they were like, you know what, let's put Calico in martial arts. That'd be great, because then she'll do martial arts, and then she'll know how to defend herself. But I found that when I was doing karate, that I didn't like like all the formality and the you know, they have like the I don't even know what it's called, but they have like different drills and forms and things that they have you do. I really hated that. Which is funny because, you know, growing up, I was always told that I was a very obedient child and I was really good at following directions and doing things. So that's why they always thought like, oh, you'd be great at karate or you'd be great at taekwondo, because that's what a lot of those martial arts do. And for me, I'm just like, no, I just want to hit stuff. I want to break stuff. Yes, the art. Thought it was for the memes. half of that is true. Oh, chocolate and cookie flavors. That sounds good. Yeah, part of it was for the memes, but I do actually enjoy boxing quite a bit. Also, I think boxing is great cardio. At least it didn't stop you outright. Yeah. And also, like, I discussed this with Papa Pascal because he's been watching me work out and go to the gym, and he was like, you should really look into, you know, you should really do jujitsu. I think jujitsu would be great because then you can defend yourself, which is true. I would be able to defend myself with jujitsu, but I don't know if again, another one of those martial arts that I'm not really like, And then he even went as far to say, like, I'll pay for your jujitsu lessons, to which I was like, I mean, I was like, you know, that kind of sways me a little bit more, but also I'm still, like, on the fence, and I told him, you know, I'm more interested in boxing, and he was like, well, you know, that's not quite, like, a martial art, or something you could really like defend yourself with, but it is kind of also something you can defend yourself with, so I'll go halvesies. Like, if you find a boxing place, I'll pay for half of your lessons. And I was like, all right, that sounds good enough to me. So I'm on the search, I'm on the hunt for a local boxing studio near the aquarium. Karate is the least violent martial art. Yeah, it is very much about protecting yourself and defending yourself. You want to break things a lot? Yeah. So why you do it in games. Oh, you used to do MMA. That's really cool. It was really fun. That's awesome. You don't want to defend myself, father. I just want to fight. Exactly. You don't know how many times I've had like the intrusive thought. Or is it really yeah, that would be an intrusive thought. I just keep thinking like, oh man, like like for example, I'm walking, not that I do this often, but in the times where I'm like walking by myself at night, I just keep thinking like, you know, if there's ever a guy who decides to target me and pick on me for whatever reason, they don't know what they're getting into. Like, I'm just gonna release the otter. The otter's gonna come out and start like biting and fighting for their life. Like, they've been waiting for this moment. Yes, I've been waiting to get jumped, just so I could fight you. But luckily I've never been in that position of actually being threatened. So, you know, it's just pretty much like a precautionary, just a thing to be conscious of, to be careful of. But, you know, I think boxing still, like, again, it's good cardio, and it would help, like, sure, I'm not going to like have the forms or any sort of like way to really defend myself, you know, besides like the basic blocking and whatnot, but I know I'd be able to throw a good punch and maybe kicks if it was kickboxing. But you know, I think just also like, yeah, hitting stuff just feels very cathartic. I really enjoyed doing that little bit of boxing with the other staff members. You say you use your nails. You want to know what an otter punch feels like. You're writing this down? Oh no. Yeah, you don't want the claws and the teeth to come out. But more likely you're gonna get a knuckle sandwich. Not your typical otter fare, but, you know, still effective. Yeah, and see, that's the other thing too that I've been kind of stressing half-ish about lately. Again, the wedding is not like a big thing for me, like in my personal life, but like I want to look good for the wedding, and so it's been hard to kind of try to push and convince myself to like oh god, you have to work out, like please, there's only so much time left before the wedding happens, and then, you know, these photos are gonna be immortalized forever in your family, like you have you have to look good. And so I think that's why I've been feeling maybe a little more self-conscious about the way that I look lately. I've been like, oh, I just want to be fit. I feel like maybe this is just partially a thing with getting older, but I feel like my skin has not been like healing properly as well as it should be. Like I feel like for example, I get a bug bite, and then the bug bite will just, like, even if I don't touch it, it'll just leave a dark mark once it heals over, and I'm like, are you for real? I'm gonna have like 100 bajillion like little marks all over me now. Yeah, so that's why it seems like makeup is kind of like the quick solution to that. You just ask one of my other cousins to quickly do my makeup for me, so I don't have to spend money on something that I'll use only one time. Oh no, the kitty! Yeah, I hope her skin was able to heal. But yeah, I mean, you know, oh, I'm also getting a haircut a week before the wedding, so that's in my plans as well. So that's also, that's another thing I'm also sort of worried about, because I'm just like, I really hope, you know, they don't fuck up my haircut. I mean, I've been to this studio like several times, and they've done my hair plenty of times, but, you know, there's still that fear of like, oh god, like what if it goes bad? And you know, that's just the anxiety talking. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, just again, other things that have just been going on outside of the wedding. With the wedding is just like, oh, you know, just one thing on top of that too. Yeah, I mean, once the wedding actually happens, I'll be sure to take lots of photos that don't reveal anything like too personal, and also myself. I'll show off my my outfit. Oh my god, it's your art, Ram. I was showing it off because I love it so much. I'll be fine. Oh, thank you. I sure hope so. I'm kind of looking forward to it again, because it's like I haven't been to a wedding in a very long time. Like also like within this age, like okay, if I'm gonna be real, if I can be totally honest, I'm pretty sure the last wedding I've been to was, let's see, it's 2024 now. Wow. It's been like definitely over 10 years since I've gone to a wedding. So, you know, I think, especially when I'm considering it was that long ago, I don't think I truly appreciated participating or being part of a wedding, whereas now I feel like it's a little like, you know, I think I'll be able to enjoy the more social aspect of it a bit more. Yeah, Ram is very talented. Yeah, you should go commission Ram or donate to their throne so they can get their new tablet that doesn't destroy their computer. I'm honestly, when I saw you made this drawing, I was like, weren't they just talking about their computer exploding? How did they do this? Thank you, Ram's computer, for holding out and not dying to the tablet. It was worth. Yeah, I'm still I still have yet to draw for you, Ram. Yeah, the kitty's also trying to save up for a tablet, so they're also experiencing tech issues, unfortunately. I'm wishing you all luck that your technology stuff gets fixed. Yeah, I think the thing I'm most excited about with weddings is the food. Ooh, yeah. And with my cousin, you know, the other thing is, like, I haven't seen, so the cousin who's getting married, I haven't seen them in a very long time. Definitely not over 10 years long time, but it's been a long time since we've talked or seen each other. Yeah, no, get big and round. Yeah, like that Luffy gif where I'm like, he's rubbing his tummy. That's gonna be me. But yeah, and knowing my cousin, he's the type of person who likes to go big, and he likes to party. So I'm fully anticipating this wedding to be like, knowing him, he probably wanted to have a good time with his family and friends and stuff to celebrate. This cousin of mine is also only 1 year older than me. Yeah, exactly. We like to party. We like to party. And yeah, again, because he's the first of us little ones to get married, it's kind of a big deal, I think. Also, I'm sure a lot of the aunties and uncles are like very ecstatic, and they're probably going to be asking the rest of us, like, when are you getting married, huh? Or like, yeah, bet you're next. That's what I am predicting now. But sorry to say, I don't think it's definitely not gonna be me. You got like what, four other otters to choose from. Yeah, I'm also hoping, yeah, because it's such a big event, you know. It's not often that us cousins get to meet up very often or all together. So I'm very excited to be all together again. I think the last time we were like all present together was for like a Christmas party over 10 years ago. And that, oh, no. Yes, no, that is correct, because we have tried to make it work. Like, we've tried to organize like a dinner. Oh no. Okay, so maybe a little less than 10 years. Yeah, we would try to organize like dinners and stuff to all hang out and meet with each other, but I don't know, my memory fails me. Usually there's always at least one person who can't make it. Catch up and flex on them. I'm sure the ones that I've seen fairly recently, I already know what I've been up to at the gym. You're already fluffy and round. Or rotund. Yeah, I'm sure it'll all go well. Oh, so you know, so that week, last week, because I was stressed and I took a little mental day off and I didn't stream that day, I picked up a new game. And I really enjoy it, and I think like it'll make a really great community game. So I'm trying to plan a community day for us with that game. So I'm telling you now, like ahead of time, because it does cost to buy it. It's like $6, but you know, it's not very expensive, thankfully. But it's called web fishing. I've been playing web fishing, and it's a lot of fun. So basically, the whole premise is like, I don't know if any of you have ever played Animal Crossing, but it's basically like Animal Crossing, but only the fishing part. And you're the animal now. You're not the little person. Hi Anna, welcome. The game looks so cute. Yes, it's adorable. I like it's very customizable. Like, I love all the customization options for the characters. There's only 2 forms. You're either a cat or a dog body, but obviously you can like kind of swap out the noses and the eyes, and you can pick the color. But yeah, you just play as a little cat or dog, and you fish. That's kind of the whole thing. And, you know, as you catch more fish, you sell them for money, and then you buy upgrades for your fishing rod, which allow you to buy more, or which allow you to catch more fish. And so, yeah, I think that'd be very fun. It's, like, very chill to, like, hang out in, and, they also have, I haven't tried it yet because I haven't bought them in-game. They have a guitar, so you can actually, like, I've seen people, like, play a guitar. You can set up, like, different chords and things and play guitar. There's also like a tambourine. What did I choose? I chose the cat body, but I think I have a dog nose and a dog tail. Yeah, web fishing. I have several. I mean, the thing is, like, there's you can get different again, you can get different like different rods and like different advancements for lures and stuff to help you catch certain fish. But I kind of want to do like, well, I'll just save it for like once I actually plan things out. But yeah, I'm ironing out the details. But for sure, first community day ever from here is gonna be, I guess technically not counting the Fall Guys I did with Twy. If we do web fishing, it'll be web fishing. Not sure when yet, but yeah, I'm letting you guys know ahead of time so you can check it out yourself, and maybe if you wanted to like set up your avatars and get stuff prepared now before whenever we decide to do it. I'm not a woofer? No, I'm sorry. Are there only cats and dogs? Yeah, unfortunately, there's only the 2 body types, which are cats and dogs. But you can choose, like, if you choose a cat body, you can choose a dog nose, or, you know, vice versa. You're not really beholden to having only cat noses and tails if you choose the cat body. And get ready for bed. It's 11 here. EP, but listening. Oh, I tuck you in. I hope you have a good night's rest, the kitty. I assumed the kitty would be a kitty. A kitty cat. You buy it this weekend? Yay! Okay. Yeah, I'm still... Yeah, because I'm also in the process of, like, trying to think now and plan for my 2-year anniversary is coming up. And this year, when it was the 1st-year anniversary, I just planned a lot of special streams for the entire month of January. So I'm kind of thinking of doing something similar for the 2-year anniversary. But, you know, web fishing right now is actually popping off. So I might want to plan the community day sometime in November before, yeah, because I feel like 3 months from now is a little bit too long. It'd be fun to kind of get people involved now while it's still fresh in everybody's mind. But if you get it ahead of time and you start playing it, I would definitely want to know what you think. And then also, you know, again, maybe you can just kind of prepare ahead of time before the community day. Yeah! I might, you know, once I figure out the details again, I'll probably make like a tweet or a Blue Sky post about it, just so that way, you know, more people are more aware of it and can join in. I think the lobby size, which was also like one of the reasons why I thought it would be really good, is the lobby sizes are pretty small. They're about 12 or 20 people? Yeah, 12. Yeah, which isn't like too big to play. And it's a nice good size. And you know, if there are actually more than, if we end up having a full lobby and people want to come in, then hopefully you guys can just like kind of swap out and let each other take turns to fish, so we can all hang out together and web fishing. But yeah, because I worry, like, some of the other games that most people do for community days, those are usually like really big, and they'll generally ask for like you know, you need to have a certain amount to be able to even like open a lobby. So I was like thinking and like trying to find a game that I think everybody would also enjoy. So I'm glad web fishing has come around. I'm hoping that they'll put out more updates for things, because just as it is, like, even just playing by myself, I could just fish for hours. You gotta love that that natural gotcha, natural in quotes. You know, it's fishing is just gotcha. What are you gonna get? They also have lottery tickets in web fishing, which is kind of funny. I haven't had haven't had much luck with those yet, but you know, here's hoping I become the fish millionaire, the fish billionaire. I actually think, you know, let's see. Comba isn't worth it? That's not true. It's worth it in some cases with the asterisk. Your fish got to look IRL is pretty awful. Yeah, me too. You would think that someone who lives by the sea would have better luck or would have a better idea of how to catch them, but I do not, unfortunately. Oh, there was one time though. You caught a crab? That's awesome. I've never caught a crab. That sounds amazing. I wish I could catch a crab. The one memory I have, actually I have two, but the more like spectacular one was a long time ago. I went lake fishing with Mama Pascal, Papa Pascal, and my little brother PJ, and we were all on a boat, just a little rowboat with a motor, so it's I guess technically a motorboat. And you know, we were out in the lake, we were fishing. We didn't have too much luck. I can't remember if we actually caught anything like while we were out there, but we were like, okay, well, let's just take the boat back to the dock, and that way we can just fish from the shore, because we were getting kind of antsy, like just being on the boat. So as we're coming back towards the dock, I guess there's something about the motor, like creating all the bubbles and the motion that like made fish, like whatever fish was in that lake, they just loved the motor and the bubbles. So they started jumping, I kid you not, they were jumping into our boat. Like a lot of them, they were just jumping right into our boat. And obviously they weren't trying to jump in, they were like jumping out of the water and landing in the boat, and then some of them were like jumping back out into the water, but it was happening so quickly and kind of just like caught us all by surprise that my little brother started screaming. That was kind of how I remember the situation. And we did end up taking, yeah, we were trying to like grab as many fish as we could and like put them into the net or like into our box. But yeah, I guarantee that will never happen again in my life. The other fishing memory I have is less spectacular. It was literally like we were out on a bigger boat out in the lake, and we were fishing with my family. We also brought out my aunts and uncles for that one, and I remember I was looking off the side of the boat and I spotted like a whole fish, like completely intact, just floating in the water. And I was like, hey, there's like, I took the net and I just scooped it up, and I was like, hey, we haven't caught anything yet, but I just found this like fish. Is this like, I mean, it doesn't look like it's nasty. It doesn't smell bad. It smells like it had literally just died. And so my aunts and uncles looked it over and they were like, yeah, this fish looks pretty good. Just throw it in the box. Alright. So, you know, I'm pretty sure we ended up eating it, but yeah, not as cool as fish jumping into your boat, unfortunately. I don't have too many other fishing stories. I've gone fishing several times because Papa Pascal really likes fishing, but I can't say that any of those trips were very fruitful, except that one that I just talked about where they jumped into our boat. I don't even know how many fish we took home that day. But yeah, I will leave you to that with that memory. It's about 9:30, so it's a little bit earlier than normal, but I am going to call it here for the night. I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten, and again, I've had a very wild goose chase-like day, somewhat. Yeah, so thank you again for stopping goodbye tonight. She's leaving us. Well, I will see you all next week for Halloween. If you don't have any other Halloween plans, I plan on streaming at 7 p.m. PST. So if you'd like to come join, I'm still not too sure what I want to do for Halloween. Have a great night. Thank you. You too. You're about to eat dinner. Oh, you worked late. I hope you get your rest. Bye, the kitty. Yeah, Halloween! Yeah, I'm still thinking about what we're gonna do. I think most likely I might want to revisit the annual Pumpkin Festival, which was that game we played at the beginning of this month. Hopefully the changes in the settings that I found after the fact won't get me like so motion sick and we can actually like go through it together, because they had all those like neat features and stuff that I didn't really get to explore too much due to not feeling good. But I also would like to take a look at the other pumpkins, and if you picked up the game yourself, because it is free to play, you could go get it, and we could hang out in the annual Ghost Pumpkin Festival together, even. And I don't know, what I might have to plan some backup in case I do get motion sick, but yeah, that's something you can potentially look forward to next week when I see you all. Again, sorry that I took last week off, but it was much needed and I feel a lot better today. So with that being said, oops, I'm gonna see you all next week for Happy Halloween! Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for coming by, and be sure to check out Which You Want if you missed it. It's in the description below. And also follow me on Blue Sky if you have a Blue Sky. And I'll see you all later. I will take it easy. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Something yum. And, you know, I'm slowly counting down and chipping away at the days when I can finally have my week off. Bye, you too, Anna. Have a good night.